Hey, so my name is Caitlin Howard.
My name is Claire Weininger.
And Claire is helping me out today for my Zpd project. She's going to be making some scrambled eggs, okay? So I have a few questions that I just want to ask you real quick.
Okay.
So, have you ever scrambled eggs before?
I have.
You have? Okay. So what do you usually do when you scramble eggs?
Usually I get a bowl and I take a fork and I crack my egg. Well, whole process.
Yes.
I get my materials out and I mix up my eggs and then I put my eggs in the skillet with the oven on, whatever,
Okay.
and then I scramble them up with the thing.
Okay, I gotcha. All right.
With some salt and pepper.
How do you tell when they're done?
When they're not runny anymore and they're scrambly.
Okay, all right, I gotcha. So we're gonna go ahead and let Claire start making her eggs. So get situated like what you would normally do.
So I usually grab this spatula and I grab a bowl
Okay.
and I like to use a long fork instead of a smaller fork
Okay, gotcha.
because it works better than a smaller fork, I think. And then I usually do 2 to 3 eggs. And some people find this weird, but I put my eggshells back in the container instead of throwing them away. And I'm gonna make 2 eggs.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm gonna mix them like this. I beat them, so that's a better way to explain it. And I like to hold the bowl to the side when I make my eggs because it's easier to get all the egg yolks and egg whites together to beat. And I also should have already had the oven preheating a little so my pan is hot when I make my eggs. Takes a minute though. I'm picky on like how my eggs are mixed up.
I gotcha.
Some people don't mix them enough and go like,
Do you feel like mixing them makes like the texture of them different?
yes, because your egg yolks and your egg whites, if they're not fully mixed together, you're gonna get a different consistency than if they are regularly mixed. And this is also nasty, but I just rinse off my fork and I use it again.
Okay.
I'm also gonna get a plate.
So why did you choose that heat setting?
Because this is a non-stick pan, and with the non-stick pan, usually if it's not all the way high, it just rolls around on my pan and it does not turn out the way I like it.
Okay.
And so then I just pour my eggs in,
Okay.
and it already doesn't feel hot enough, and that usually aggravates me a bit, but I'm just gonna wait and let it sit there for a second and get warm. See if the consistency can see, and then it starts to stick to the pan a little at the bottom, and then that's when I know I want to start scrambling it a bit.
Do you ever use like butter or anything for your eggs?
I don't. I used to try and use oil if I was putting spinach in it, but I don't see any use to. And I also just wasn't taught like that.
Do you think like the stirring speed matters or anything? Like, do you need to like stir it fast or like let it sit?
Not let it sit. Stirring sometimes, yeah. Kind of like how I said, you need to. The speed, I'm not sure. I feel like I just kind of go at it.
Yeah.
But the speed, I feel like definitely does matter because that's how much you can get. These eggs aren't looking very right to me. This pan hasn't.
Are you nervous?
I am kind of. Because why is it looking really nasty?
What are you noticing as the eggs cook?
That they're not cooking that how I usually.
Okay.
And it's like sticking to the pan, but not like cooking the rest of my eggs.
Do you think you maybe have it too high?
I think there's something wrong with our. Actually, it's going better.
Okay.
But earlier in the
Sorry,
week,
I'm here. I didn't want y'all to think I left.
she's here. Earlier, I was thinking that there was something wrong with her pan. But then I also like chop it up because I don't like.
Yeah.
I'm not making an omelet.
Yeah.
I'm making scrambled eggs.
Some fluffy scrambled eggs.
Yeah. You have to be fast with it too, or else they stick and they dry
So it
out.
normally takes you about the same amount of time.
Yeah, and it's quick. Like, look, we're done.
So you hear that sizzle? Like, what does that mean to you when you hear the sizzle?
That they're done, but I've never even listened for a sizzle.
Okay, so here's Claire's eggs. Okay, they're kind of looking a little dry.
They're a little dry, but I think it's the pan.
So now we're gonna do it again.
They're fire.
Okay, we're gonna do it again, but you said you like them fluffy, so how can we make them fluffier this time?
I don't like them that fluffy. Yeah, like, we can speed it up when I mix them.
You think that will make them fluffier? Like, how can we make them fluffier this time? Is there anything you can maybe add?
Oh, I could put some cheese in to, like, add some more texture, and that would also add just, like, volume. And, I mean, usually cheese makes things fluffier. And I think I can scramble them better as well.
Yeah.
Faster.
Okay, so maybe try lowering the heat this time and seeing if it, changes it up a little bit.
Okay.
So, all right, Claire.
I'm gonna turn the heat on to medium, and I'm gonna also scrape away my egg flakes out
Yes.
of the nonstick pan.
I hope that you love seeing Claire in my video.
I miss you.
Okay, so.
Okay, I need another bowl. Okay. 2 more. I didn't just flick egg juice in here.
No. I'll get you another plate so you can see the before.
Oh, the
after
difference.
result. Yeah.
Okay. And, sorry. So, it's a great weekend. I go a little slower.
Whatever you think.
Okay. And a little less mixing. I've never added cheese into my eggs though.
What do you think that you would do? Wow.
That's a big sizzle.
Yeah.
That's a scary sizzle. I think I just would, yeah.
You want me to open the
opening
bag
those
for you? Yes. Just.
The temperature is lower, but I think it's just because it's been heating. I think you add it in when it's like almost done. A little like this. I'm gonna get that last little part done so they don't get scorched. Okay. It looks like they're about to get scorched, so I'm gonna add the cheese on.
Great job.
As I'm making them. Get them to melt on there a bit. Oh God. Mix it in. Okay. And then my eggs are pretty much done, and my cheese is all mixed into my eggs.
Okay. She's over here dumping them.
And so, but then I'm also gonna do this because I don't like fluffy. Or I mean, I don't like an omelet.
So, if we can compare the two, side by side, this was before, so you can see very dry, very bland, and this is after. We have our fluffy result. Yeah.
Cheesy.
So, what would you say that you did differently between the two times?
I think I focused more on the second time just because I was trying to make something a little more different and focusing more on my steps of like, oh, well, what do I actually do when I make eggs?
And do you feel more confident now than you did your first go around on how to make fluffy eggs?
I do, and I think turning the temperature down really did help.
Well, so that concludes my egg making with Claire. Now we're about to eat up.
Yes, protein.
Yes.